exhumed a body, I think 1997.
Yes,
I was in Mafikeng that time. The gentleman who died, apparently, allegedly, he had attended a Stockfell party on a farm where there was an entrance for blacks and an entrance for whites. And now this gentleman apparently, he refused to use the black entrance and said this money is the same as the money of all the whites who are getting there. The owner of the business is a former police captain, Foster, assaulted him. Then after some time they tied him up, they pried him around a tree. They put a tire on the floor there, rotated it, and he died. And then they took his body to the police station to say he was attempting to break into their shop. There was a lady, black lady who was the station commander. He refused to take that body and said, take it to the hospital, maybe this guy is still alive. Then they took it and dumped it at the farm where he was employed. Then, of course, there was a funeral. But when the family looked at the death certificate, this chap was tiny and slender. They gave a description of a fat, short guy. And Foster's defense was that the same defense. He doesn't admit nor deny that the guy who is buried there is RATHA. He puts the state to the proof thereof. Now this is about 3 years. What do you do? How do you prove it?
The state.
Yeah. Anyway, I as an officer of the court then.
Yes.
I issued an order that there must be this guy must be exhumed.
Yes.
And when he was exhumed, of course, he was decomposed, but you couldn't hide the fact that he was tall.
Yes.
And when you read the mortuary certificate of death, it spoke of a short guy.
Yes.
And after investigation, the state was able, I think, to prove that it's not the same guy. Even the uncles came and said, I say, so therefore, you must tell us how you're going to prove it, not now.
Okay, ma'am. No, I will. I'll take the challenge, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes, Mr.
Thank you very much, ma'am. That is basically to prove that the threshold that is expected of a state in criminal proceedings. But nonetheless, thank you very much, ma'am. We'll be waiting for the outcome of that investigation with a view to prove what the court has already alluded to. Thank you, my lord.
Brother Enigma, uthini uJesu lapho? Who does this death certificate belong to? Awusishele phela. Kancane kuyavela. Previously, I think was it January last year, Advocate Mgomezulu managed to find out that Ubuthelezis made a statement, and that statement was made into 3 copies attached to different dockets. I think it was 4, if not 5. One statement attached to different dockets. So he questioned that, and they bumped head with Gininda, and then the judge said that statement should be read into the records, even though the owner, the person who deposed it, is no longer alive. And then yes, it was read into the records, and it was found that there is no full ID there. It's just the date of birth and not full ID. So now, if you are going to confirm that the certificate, the person who deposed the statement and the the person who's said to be the one who is appearing on the death certificate, how do you prove the two, that it's the same person? That is the pain and the predicament that Advocate Mnisi is finding himself in. Hence he's saying the state needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And the judge, as you listen to the first clip, he was giving an example of such, making Ulona or Brigadier to be aware, just hinting to him about some situation and how he can, in a way, sort of, you need to find a way how to maneuver this, because he was like, you know him with his eyes, that thing, the twitching and yeah, all that things. So now let's listen to Mnisi as he state his case about this.
Babhale yonke ID number yakhe iphelele, inombolo zakhe zikamazisi.
And his marital status on the death certificate?
Never married, my lord.
Never married.
Correct, my lord.
Mara nesimo sakhe basibhalile ngabe kade kumuntu okade ashadile noma kade kumuntu bekashadile la bhala ukuthi akakaze ashade.
Yes, Mr. Mnisi, you're still asking questions.
As it is the court, the information that is contained in this death certificate,
It's what?
It cannot be contested.
I don't know.
Excuse me, madam.
I don't know what can be contested and what can be contested.
Yeah, well, because we don't know whether that certificate is actually belongs to the Simpiwe that we're talking about here.
But you haven't looked at it.
We don't know.
You haven't looked at this, Mr. Mnisi. Have you looked at it?
I can look at it multiple times, my lord, but the fact would remain.
No, it will have a...
How do I ascertain that indeed it belongs to him?
But
that the
okay.
information that is contained in that death certificate, that abridged death certificate, it relates to the Simpiwe.
Is it contested that Mr. Simpiwe Buthelezi is not dead?
My lord?
Is it contested or disputed that the late, let me not say the late, a gentleman called Mr. Simpiwe Buthelezi is not dead?
No, certainly not, my lord.
He's not dead.
What I'm saying is that is not contested.
Oh, I see, okay.
Those are instructions that are coming from accused number 3.
Not contested?
Yes.
So, but the death certificate, you said could be of some other person?
No, I'm not saying that, my lord. What I'm saying is we are neutral. We can neither accept nor dispute that information that is contained there. For us to say we accept that information, we need to ascertain that indeed the Simpiwe that has been referred all along here is the same Simpiwe, body and limb, posthumously, that is also referred in that abridged death certificate.
Can I have it? It must be handed in, this certificate. You'll get a copy, a certified copy. Oh, it's in the docket, by the way.
It's in the docket, man.
So, yeah, it's a court document now. Can you mark it, Mr. Baloyi, with your partner there, because it has been disputed that the contents of that death certificate cannot be admitted or are not admitted.
To be exhibit triple W.
Triple?
Triple W.
Triple W.
Yes.
Madam, let me put...
Exhibit triple W.
Thank you. This information in its proper perspective, I think in a more legal manner. The information, the contents of the document that has now been admitted as triple W can neither be admitted nor disputed or denied by the defense. Therefore, the state is put to the proof thereof. I think that sounds very, it sounds very accurate, rather than to say we are neutral. We're not neutral. We can neither dispute it nor admit it. However, on the basis of the fact that we cannot admit it, the state is put to the proof thereof. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
uyasho khona njalo ke ummeli ukuthi angeke asho ukuthi yena ume phakathi nendawo thizeni ngabe uyayivuma-ke i-death certificate yena-ke noma akayivumi-ke kepha-ke hlothi lomuso kumele ukuthi lize lisitshele ukuthi ngabe ngempela iqiniso kuyiyo i-death certificate iyiqiniso noma akuyona iqiniso yini.
Yes, sir.
In other words, my lord, just to assist the state, they just have to call a family relative of the deceased to come confirm the content of the statement. Thank you, my lord. Let me proceed.
athi ukusiza-ke hlangothi lezoshishiso kwamele ukuthi bacele-ke oyedwa womndeni ukuthi azele enkantolo.
And members of the Court of Public Opinion, if you listen to Umnisi, Advocate Umnisi, the way he laughs at the end after he says they have to prove, and the way of proving is to call a member of the family to come and confirm that, and he goes on to like you know, like in the scary movies, like, or the ghost movies. Yeah, there's that laugh that tells you, like, okay, try me if you can, or just dare me, you know, that kind of a situation. That's what he is giving. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen, and if Brigadier Gininda will take a challenge, as he said he will, and prove that the same person with only ID number, only date of birth deposing a statement, is the very same number appearing on the death certificate. That's the challenge. Until the next one, family, keep subscribing, liking, sharing, and most importantly, comment on the comment section. Bye.